Headlines, documentaries on Chappaquiddick, Jimmy Hoffa, and more that you'll only find on Fox Nation. More of the opinion done right you crave? It's on Fox Nation. Documentaries and specials you can't get anywhere else? They're on Fox Nation. So go to foxnation.com today and sign up now for Fox Nation. Opinion done right now.
Brett Baer.
When someone watches the news, they want someone they can trust. Our job is to cut through the talking points.
Martha McCallum.
We're going to ask the tough questions because there's a lot of conventional wisdom out there that needs to be challenged.
Shannon Bream.
What I'm doing is making sure that whatever is developed through the day, people are fully informed from coast to coast.
We're 24/7 news, but we're really down to the minute.
We're going to be fearless. We're going to be fair.
Whether it's 4 a.m. or midnight, we're there.
Fox News Channel. Real news, real honest opinion.
The birthday and anniversary calendar here on Big Dog Country is aired weekday mornings about 7:25 right after local news. It's easy to let us know who you know is having a birthday or anniversary. Email us the birthdays and anniversaries at birthdays@bigdogcountry.com. Text them in at 912-427-3711 or call them in weekdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 427-3711. Then listen in about 7:25 weekday mornings to hear the birthdays and anniversaries right here on WIFO 105.5 FM.
Spring training is on, and the Atlanta Braves are ready for a huge 2019.
First pitch, hit hard, left field, deep, might go, gone, he did it again!
This weekend, the Braves play their final spring training game at Disney as they take on the New York Mets at 12:55 Eastern, 11:55 Central. Then it's the first ever game at Cool Today Park in Northport as the Braves take on the Tampa Bay Rays at 3:55 Eastern, 2:55 Central.
This weekend on 1370 WLOP.
Hi, good morning. Lots of sunshine for today. After a chilly start, we'll have highs in the low 60s, northeast winds at 10 to 15. Then tonight, clear, low in the upper 30s. Tomorrow, sunshine, mid-60s, around 40 Wednesday night. Thursday, sunshine, upper 60s, mid-40s Thursday night. Friday, sunshine, low 70s. Saturday, sunshine, highs in the mid-70s. Sunday, mostly sunny, mid-70s. Georgia meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
Celebrating 50 years of service to Jessup and Wayne County.
When we say right on the corner and right on the price, we mean it at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Up to $12,000 off 2018 F-150s. $12,000 off America's #1 selling truck. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch and 24/7 at MikeBirchFord.com.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Got ticks? Well, we hope not. I'm Dr. Charles Hall.
And I'm Dr. Stefania Wilcox.
We are the Associate Veterinarians at Wolf Animal Hospital. As the cool air rolls in, we are noticing the ticks are too. Let us help guard your pets against tick-borne disease this year. Come see us at our main branch, Wolf Animal Hospital at 755 West Cherry Street.
And now we can serve you from our new mobile veterinary clinic in select locations throughout Appling, Brantley, Long, and Wayne counties. The mobile service will provide preventive medicine and outpatient procedures on site. For more information, contact Wolf Animal Hospital at 912-427-3212.
I'm Dr. Charles Hall.
And I'm Dr. Stefania Wilcox.
And we are ready to serve you and your four-legged family members at our main hospital or one of our satellite locations. Contact us at Wolf Animal Hospital at 912-427-3212. 912-427-3212.
Women's Health Center, your hometown OBGYN group, providing exceptional obstetrical and gynecological care for women for the past 20 years. We have 3 convenient locations in Jessup, Blackshear, and Baxley. We understand that choosing your OBGYN is a personal decision and that the relationship with your doctor and the trust you build is essential. At Women's Health Center, we provide obstetrical care and guide you through the process, making sure you and your baby stay healthy. We provide the most advanced ultrasound technology with the clearest pictures ever. Annual gynecological care gives patients an opportunity to take charge of their health. Some of our services include hormone therapy, pellets, Botox, the new 3, 5, and 10-year IUDs, Nexplanon, and much more. We accept all insurance carriers, including TRICARE, Medicaid, and we accept all insured and uninsured patients. Please call our office at 912-588-1020 and visit majormd.com for more information about Women's Health Center. That's MAGERMD.com.
When we say right on the corner and right on the price, we mean it at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Up to $12,000 off 2018 F-150s. $12,000 off America's #1 selling truck. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch and 24/7 at MikeBirchFord.com.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning, everyone. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. World-famous Butch and Bob Show for this Tuesday morning. And it is the 19th day of March. And on the phone with us right now, Tuesdays with Tillery, State Senator Blake Tillery. Good morning, Blake.
Hey, Butch, how you doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing just fine, and just want to let you know that Bob's not on the air with us this morning. He's got some things he's got to do, but it'll be you and me, and I know you got a special guest there. So how are things going up there, Blake?
Yeah, they're going pretty well. We've all got Bob in our prayers. We're day 32. We've got 1 week left, but rather than hear it from me, there's a guy who probably knows a little bit more about what's going on up here than me. I'd like to hand it over to my guest this morning, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead, Senator.
Hey, Butch, this is Governor Brian Kemp. Good morning.
Good morning, Governor. How are you doing today?
We're doing great. I missed Bob. We're certainly praying for him. I know he's been a real fighter with some of his health care issues, and we're pulling for him, and really glad to be back on with you guys.
We appreciate it, Governor. I think this is the second time that we've had you on. I think you're a governor-elect, and now first time as governor. So what's it like to be in the governor's mansion and running the show up there in Atlanta?
Well,
I know you're not running
much. I'm sleeping there, but I haven't been spending a lot of time there. It's been very busy, as you know, post-election with the transition, which went great, and then the day you get sworn in is the day the legislative session starts, so there's no rest for the weary. We've been plugging right along, and, pretty hectic schedule, but we got some great things we're doing in Georgia, and, people should know down there, the hard-working Georgians, I promised to put them first, and I promised to do what I said I was going to do when I got in office, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're dealing with, jobs, making Georgia #1 for small business, tackling health care, standing up for our values and our families as well. And we got a lot of great things we're doing.
Governor Kemp on the phone with us live from Atlanta, Georgia. They're along there with Senator Blake Tillery. And Governor, how are things going with the session this year? I know that you've got different senators and representatives that go and present your bills on the floor. There are 4 leaders. How have they performed, and how are you satisfied with some of the things that you'd like to see done?
I think we've gotten a tremendous amount done already. We're excited to have Senator Blake Tillery as one of my floor leaders in the Senate. He's just a real leader and doing a great job, not only helping me, but representing you all's community down there, which I love myself. I have a lot of good friends down there, and, a lot of folks that really work hard to help me. But a good example is in the amended budget, which has been signed, sealed, and delivered. We have $30,000 one-time grant money for school security to every high school or every public school in our state, all 2,294. That comes with no strings attached for the local school district, teachers, parents, administrators, on local law enforcement on how they want to secure their school, because we know that locals know best. So that's true local control. We've got $8.4 million in the APEX program to help with mental health issues in our high schools, which is a big problem with a lot of the violence and school shootings that we've seen around the country. And that's already done. So we had a great amended budget. I'm very appreciative of the legislature and the leadership for working with us on that. We're now working on the 2020 budget, where we're continuing to figure out how we're going to do a pay raise. I think the good news is everybody knows and believes that we need to do a pay raise. We just got to figure out exactly how that's going to look like. The House had a few different ideas, as did the Senate, and as do I. But we'll get together on that And we're going to take care of those hardworking teachers out there. We have 44% of our teachers leaving the system within the first 5 years. That's a big issue in rural Georgia, and that's something that we're committed to addressing. As you know, I promised to do a $5,000 pay raise, and this year my proposed budget was for $3,000 of that $5,000, which is a big down payment. So we've got a lot of great things that we're doing. The first day in office also fulfilled another campaign promise, which was to create the Georgians First Committee, which is a group of business people, not bureaucrats. It's going to look at ways to cut government red tape, to streamline state government, to figure out how we make Georgia the #1 state in the country for small business, building off our great reputation as #1 for business from a site selection standpoint. So all of that stuff is, being worked on right now.
I know the past two governors before you were very pro-business and set us on track to attracting business and industry to the state of Georgia. You were part of a lot of that, and you've got some shoes to fill from the last two governors to keep that going. It looks like you got a pretty good plan in place.
Well, we do have big shoes to fill. I can't say enough about the leadership of Governor Sonny Perdue and Nathan Deal. I served with both of them. They've left our state with a solid foundation, which I talked about in my inaugural address, but we cannot rest on our laurels. We've got to continue to move forward and work hard to make Georgia better tomorrow than it is today. For me, as you guys know down there, I focused a lot on strengthening rural Georgia. I think that's our next best step. I mean, we have areas like Atlanta, Augusta, Savannah that are just growing rapidly, great opportunity, great employment opportunities, which you all know down there with that, with regards to Gulfstream and the Port of Savannah and hospitality industry in that part of the state, especially in Savannah. But there's parts of rural Georgia that, our small cities are drying up. There's not good opportunity. Our young talent is moving away because of that, and we've got to reverse that. I'm focused on strengthening rural Georgia, and we're working hard to do just that, to give people good opportunities no matter what their zip code or what county they live in.
Hey there, I'm just trying to say something to Jonathan. Hold on one second. All right. We also stream in the mornings, so on BigDogCountry.com, and someone just texted into us that it was off, so we want to get it back on. We have a lot of folks who live way outside of the area that listen to the Butch and Bob Show and our morning show from 7 to 9 on BigDogCountry.com. I know that one of the issues that y'all have been working on is new ballot boxes, in a sense, election machines. Tell us about your thoughts about the new way that folks will be voting in their next election.
Well, it's really kind of interesting. We've had a long debate. This was an issue that the legislature debated last year that didn't get done. So I created a commission when I was Secretary of State to look at it. It was a bipartisan group. They had public meetings all around the state, and then it moved into a recommendation by them and then to the legislative process, because the law does have to change, and the legislature has passed a bill. It awaits my signature right now, so we're reviewing that legislation. But I think they have methodically and painstakingly gone over this issue and figured out what is right for Georgia in the future, and that includes a verifiable paper audit trail when we vote on a ballot marking device that helps our disabled community to be able to cast their vote just like anyone else. So I think they have done a lot of good work there. There's a lot of other issues in the bill that help solve some of the problems that certain counties have had in the past, and things that people didn't quite understand, and I think clarifies that in the law. It's really unfortunate that the Democrats voted in block against this, being that a lot of them have been saying that they wanted all these things. But that's the nature of politics right now in the past election. But we're moving forward as a Republican majority and doing the things that we said. So I appreciate the legislators' leadership on this, and we're looking forward to getting that bill signed soon after the review. And Secretary Raffensperger will start implementing the procurement process for this new voting system that we'll have in Georgia with the verifiable paper audit trail.
And the state governor is paying for all these new machines to go to the counties. Is that correct?
That's correct. I have put in some money in the budget this year to pay for that. We certainly don't feel like the county should pay for the initial upfront cost. We haven't done that in the past, and I'm committed to doing that to to help our county governments out. I think it's important, too, for people down there to know that we're also putting patients first when it comes to health care. We're working on bills to receive a waiver from Obamacare to lower private sector health insurance costs, and also to reform the broken Medicaid system that we have in our state. And Blake and his folks have gotten that done in the Senate, and we're now working with the House to get final passage there.
I know a lot of people are happy about that because health care is just on a lot of people's minds. Of course, the population's getting older, and health care costs have really gone up, and I think it's a good thing. And I know a lot of people are happy that you are trying to make health care more affordable for Georgians.
Well, and I think this is what people want. They want government to be innovative, and they also want to free up the private sector so they can do unique things. You know, there's not a one-size-fits-all to this. Every part of our state is different. Certainly, you know, the hospital in Wayne County, Wayne Memorial, is different than, you know, a big hospital in Atlanta. And we need to give people flexibility to meet the needs of their local community, but also to demand that we lower cost and provide better service and accessibility for our people. We've been hearing that, and I heard it, and expanding government is no way to do that.
All right, Governor Brian Kemp here on WYFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country, world famous Butch and Bob Show. Governor, we had someone just text in, and I want you to listen to this because I think you'll like it. It says, this is somebody who texted in, as a teacher's spouse, we appreciate the pay raise the teachers deserve and what they get because they teach our future generations. And they say they do much more than teach. So someone who just texted in, a spouse of a teacher, saying thank you, Governor, for that pay raise.
Well, listen, I know they do. That's a promise I had that I'm keeping, and I intend to do that. But also, we're working on post-session things that we're going to be doing up here, and that is going to be to restoring local control, to look at the amount of testing that we have in our schools, trying to free up those teachers where they have more flexibility to simply teach our children instead of doing government paperwork.
No, they'll be happy about that, I can guarantee you. I got family members who are teachers, so I know they're happy about that. Okay, the hot issue up there right now, it was on the Georgia News Network this morning, is the debate about the abortion bill. Tell us your thoughts and feelings on that and where you think it'll head.
Well, I'm excited about where we are. We got the bill passed through the House. We got it passed out of the Senate committee. It's in rules. Hopefully we'll go to the floor soon for a floor vote. We're trying to protect life. As you know, we value that in many ways, certainly with the heartbeat bill. But also, we're doing other things. We're going after human trafficking and sex trafficking in Georgia. That's something that Marty, my wife, is very involved in. We're going to do adoption reform. We're going to reform the foster care program. We're going after street gangs and drug cartels to keep our families safe. I think it's just an array of things, and it's another tool in the toolbox to let people know that in Georgia we value life. And I think when you look at the national Democrats that are, you know, basically going to, you know, some of them standing up saying they're okay with murdering a child that's been born or taking it in late-term abortion, I think is just outrageous. And I think we need to continue to work on protecting all life and reforming some of these other systems like adoption so we have good alternatives in foster care as well.
Other than the abortion bill that's being debated right now and going to be voted on soon, what other bills are going to come up in the last 7 days of the session that you're really keeping an eye on, Governor?
Well, I think the whole issue and debate on the Atlanta airport and some of the things that have gone on there is certainly a big issue. There's been a lot of talk of the medical cannabis bill. We're working with the House and the Senate right now. There's some differing opinions on, you know, whether to do that or not, and if you do it, how you do it, and we're in the middle of those conversations as well. I have concerns about the legality of it from a federal perspective, but there's also a lot of people very passionate down here about giving families an option to take care of their children, which is a father of 3 teenage daughters. I certainly understand. So I'll remain steadfast in working with all involved to move Georgia forward in the right direction. I've been on the record supporting research-based expansion. I hope there'll be a day where we actually have that. But right now we're dealing with the facts that we have on the day that we have them, and that seems to be moving forward.
Okay, now, Governor, this is a little off subject here. I'm a board member of the Georgia Association of Broadcasters. I'm past chairman from about 12 years ago, back on the board again. Probably be coming up to a Georgia Association of Broadcasters board meeting tomorrow in the northeast side of Atlanta. What's the best way to get there? What is the best route for me to make a 11 o'clock meeting tomorrow morning in Atlanta?
I would drive up tonight.
It sounds to me like y'all need to start, Butch, y'all need to have those meetings in South Georgia so we can get some economic development down there. You got use your role to pull that job south.
I wish, years ago, back when I was chairman on the board back in the 90s up to the early 2000s, we used to move it around a little bit, and we'd had several in Macon at one of the TV stations there, but the Georgia Association of Broadcasters got a bigger office up there about 10 years ago, not 8 years ago, and so we got a big boardroom up there where they can host it. But, I'd like to see it like in Macon or something around, but they've got the staff up there.
I think you ought to get Sheriff John Carter to escort you up here. That's probably the best thing to do.
I'll speed dial him on my phone right now and see if you can escort me to the meeting tomorrow.
Well, hey, Butch, they're coming in right now. They're grabbing the governor. They got to take him to the next meeting, Governor Kemp, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you very much, Governor.
Great to be on there. And Butch, tell Bob we're thinking about him.
Okay, Governor. Have a great day.
Thank y'all.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, that was Governor Brian Kemp along with State Senator Blake Tillery on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And somebody just texted in, of course, the governor won't hear this now. It says, "Thank you, Governor, for standing up for Christian values. Stay strong, sir." So hopefully we can get that information to him. It popped up there right after he had to get off the phone. So another good text there from our listeners out there. You can always text us with questions or comments at any time at 912-427-3711. 912-427-3711. That's our main business line, but it's also text enabled. 105.5 FM in Jessup, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. As we mentioned earlier, Bob is off today, and we'll be back here in the morning. And we wish him the best today. The Wayne County Yellow Jacket baseball team won last night in their first region game over Statesboro here at Howard Bullhorn Field. They'll take on the Blue Devils again on Wednesday and then again on Friday. And that seems to be how the region play is going to go. You play 3 games this week against Statesboro. You play 3 games against another region team next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And, of course, all the games can be heard right here on 105.5 FM in Jessup, around the world on our website at BigDogCountry.com, and on your smartphone. If you don't have our free app yet, go to your favorite app store, type in Big Dog, WIFO, and just follow the instructions, and the Big Dog logo will come up there on your phone, and you'll be able to listen to the morning show from 7 to 9. Other special programming like Wayne County baseball, football, softball, and, of course, you'll be able to listen to our AM station, Fox Sports Radio 1370 AM The Buzz, when we don't have the local programming on. Looking at your weather forecast today, some sunshine, some clouds, a little bit of both. Not quite as sunny as we thought it was going to be today. High today of 65 degrees. Tonight, cloudy, then becoming clear, low tonight of 43. Tomorrow, Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 69. Clear skies tomorrow night, low tomorrow night of 43. 71 on Thursday with sunny skies. So some more clouds today than we thought they were going to be yesterday. High today near 65, low tonight of 43. The Ottawa Harbor levels at 10.2 feet and falling. Looking at the tides for today, high tide occurred almost just a little less than an hour ago out there at Jekyll and St. Simons. High tide at 7.7 feet. And slowly it'll start going out, and low tide will be this afternoon around 1:50, and the next high tide tonight around 8 o'clock. Sunset this afternoon at 7:33. Now, are you enjoying that extra hour of sunshine in the afternoon? And of course, as each day goes by, the sun sets a little bit later also. And of course, when we get into the summer, we'll get dark at about 8:30, 8:45. All right, let's see here. Coming your way at the bottom of the hour, we'll have the latest state news from the Georgia News Network and all kinds of good stuff coming your way right here on the Big Dog. But right now, we're going to take a quick look at sports here from the Georgia News Network, if I can get it typed in correctly. I got to work on my typing. Let's see, what did I leave out there? There we go.